with just a few colors, and I love it. It's very focused.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
All right, everybody. Hi there. I'm Jonathan. I am the Dungeon Master for Actuary of Blasphemy, Nat One Heroes' premier homebrew campaign that just started its second season 2 weeks ago. Okay, I just had to make sure that Isla wasn't flipping anybody off for no
No,
reason.
it's too much metal for one hand.
Yeah. Goat House, but yeah. Anyway,
I like this, yeah. Thank you.
but yeah, I am happy to have us all back here. It has been too long since we last seen each other. I miss you all every day. And if I had my choice, we'd do this all day, every day, and not have to worry about anything else ever.
Where's the intro going?
But
somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
Yep.
Well,
Phoebe J. Rose, thank you for your first time chat. We are happy to see you in here. We know it means more, especially since you're on British time.
woohoo!
Yes.
That does mean something.
Yeah. So, hi there. I'm Jonathan. I'm the Dungeon Master. I've said this already, but I'm taking on a different tone and I'm stalling for time so that I can allow it to take effect across the players, as you can tell, with my calm, suave voice. Because I'm about to drop something on them. Let's go round robin here a little bit. You all remember those clay men that exist in this world?
The
I would like
golems.
you to, one by one, tell me what you call them. Isla,
The golems.
Mikey,
Golems.
He's trying to
Jen?
be special, student.
Golem. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed if anybody got that wrong, because I don't want to call anybody out in particular, but it is pronounced golems. Golems.
I think
Golems.
It is not
we
pronounced
can
like
freestyle it.
it is not pronounced like the nasty little bastard from Lord of the Rings. We don't do that.
Golem?
We don't do that.
Golem.
Golem.
Wait, go do it again.
What if there's multiple?
Golems?
Golems.
Is it like geese or mice? Do you change it?
No. It's
No,
golems.
the golems.
So if I'm speaking to a golem,
Nope.
I mean a golem, like
Yes.
like a soccer golem.
Yes.
So it's a soccer golem or multiple soccer golems. Got by Meg Rapinoe.
If that's how you have to remember it.
I like to think of Meg Rapinoe kicking things. So sure.
Who is that?
The friggin' queer woman who led the women's soccer team to like championship
The blonde
last year.
with the swoopy thing?
Yeah, so
okay. With the undercut?
Slay
Yep,
Queen.
Yep. No, she's pretty athletic.
Well,
So,
it looks like here our first 5 minutes for everybody listening, please check us out on Twitch. There's a little poll. There's about, I don't know, a minute and a half left in the poll. And
goodness.
the question on the poll is, what will happen tonight?
Wait, I want to take the poll. I bet I get a say, right?
Well, I'll just read them and then you can vote.
I am just now seeing the possible answers to this poll, and
please don't interrupt. Please do not interrupt, Jonathan.
I'm interrupting. I have to interrupt.
Why Jonathan? Why are you interrupting? I think you should let Mikey do
because
the
there is
thing.
something in there about me, and I would like to point out that I will beat anyone to death who comes at me with a razor.
All right,
okay.
Let's see.
So
I'm gonna
you just
wait,
spoiled the joke. Spoiled the joke here.
Where is this poll?
You have to. If you go to the Twitch, it's at the top of the thing.
So the question is, what will happen tonight? It says option number 1, Revenant will die. Option number 2, Ruin will get her way. Number 3, Vandril will bust a move.
Vandril,
number
will you
4,
show us what
Ben
that looks like?
will slam a Mountain Dewski. And the last one here, number 5, Jonathan will shave.
Oh,
what the?
Give the people what they want.
But you didn't specify where. I think that was a huge misstep on your part.
My pits could use a little work, yeah.
There's so many options.
He never said face. It doesn't say face.
It does not say face. I should have voted for that. If I had recognized it didn't say face, I would have voted for that.
Y'all assumed it was face, but Jonathan never agreed to face.
No. He actually didn't agree to
No
any
one
shade.
thinks Revenant will die. I've used the meme too much for anyone to actually believe Revenant can die.
Yep.
Mm.
Well,
How do I
Revenant's
get
kind
the
of
poll
already
to
dead.
close?
Yeah, but he
So-
can still die.
No, that which
Can
is
you
dead
die?
can never die.
Shave. A lot of people want you to shave, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah,
No, a
12
lot of
votes.
people are predicting that I will shave.
They're guessing. It's what they think will happen. A lot of people think
Oh.
Jonathan's going to shave this episode. That's a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
That's a step. Wow,
I-
17.
Wait,
have
what
had
if
it sorted out-
Jonathan shaves me?
Okay, I am now talking.
I don't think Jonathan's allowed to shave you. You're in Florida.
Our HR department will not like
The
that.
next person to interrupt me trying to start this will get a point of de-inspiration.
I'll take
D-
it because you were
D-
going to have fun today. So give me the inspiration.
De-inspiration is where at any point I can impose disadvantage upon you for no reason.
I had it
That's
last
right.
time we played because I gave you so many reassurances about how I was going to show up.
Yes. But that being said, the person who volunteers to give a recap of last episode will get a point of inspiration.
Oh, I'll give a recap.
Cap
Cool.
them up. Cap them up. Cap
Go for
up.
Hold on. I got to pull out my notes because I take them for a reason, which is that I have no excuse for my lack of memory, which does exist, but it's fine. We actually hung out.
Can
What,
you please
huh?
pantomime licking the tip of the pen as you're like going over it? There you go. Yes, thank you.
Okay, sure.
I'm
There
sure
you
that was very important.
It was a scroll kind of like imaginary thing. I'm getting engrossed here.
Hey, you know what? I'm here
diving
for
deep.
you. Episode 1, the Aeon Hag is viewing us. That's how we started. Mr. Mortier was wearing an amazingly sparkly blue suit, which I was very impressed with. I actually wrote it down. Mr. Mortier, blue suit sparkles.
He wears that basically every time. A different sparkly suit.
He's like
Well-
Steve Harvey of Undead.
I love it every time I see it because Ruin, like me,
Minus the
was
homophobia.
surprised by the new things. And then we went to the Shade Tree Business Complex, which sounds like an old folks home, but which is actually just like a fucking strip mall thing, where we ran into the vampire accountants. I want to say, just as a side note, because everybody so Jonathan puts a ton more time into this game than the rest of us. Maybe Mikey's up there. Revenant and I get to have the fun part of just showing up. I don't know how Jonathan managed to make blood-sucking accountants funny, but he did. I'm gonna give him 2 points for that. And so that was super fun, if also a little horrific for those of us who actually deal with accountants. And so we kind of talked to the accountants about Profits for Profit, which is our super cool collective that Vandrel is sort of helping with, but technically Zermos is a full-time partner.
Yes.
in.
Zermos is the president. Vandrel is technically an employee under the company charter. And also, you guys don't know this, but you gave that accountant so much shit, you were borderline about to have your company dissolved by the Ielton Empire.
Are we going to try and kill their? Are we trying to kill their god anyway?
Yes.
They don't know that though, Vandrel.
Oh, right.
Right. But we listened. I feel like you're going negative here, Jonathan. I want to go positive, right? So sure, there were some moments of risk and there were some missteps and possibly, I don't know, some offensive things done. However, we did also listen, and that is a big win for us, to our lawyer after he repeated his information like 4 or 5 times. But we did listen to him, follow his instructions, mostly 85%. And I would say achieved the final success of answering his questions about what we were up to.
So real quick, you guys had a break in the middle of that where you were able to go outside by the water cooler and you were interrupted by a mysterious stranger. What did the mysterious stranger do for you?
I didn't write that down.
Jen.
What did the mysterious stranger do for us?
What did our mysterious stranger do?
So the mysterious stranger, right, gave us anti-vampire kits.
Which consisted of?
Rice.
Grains of rice, holy oil,
because they get distracted by that.
and what else? There was something else. Garlic.
I thought I would.
Which you did not end up needing to use against Dr. Daughtery.
Dr. Daughtery, who
was
And-
very confrontational with you all.
He does not
which
know
is
how
weird
our
because
recap
Lady
episodes
Primrose
work.
is kind of my buddy. I don't really understand why anybody that works for Lady Primrose doesn't think that I'm at least benign, if not engaging, because she and I are like this.
All right, now, I
Ooh.
thought Dr. Daughtery
Which-
was a fine gentleman.
Which is why the second half of the meeting went so much better than the first half, because Lady Primrose sent a message informing him to be kind to you on her behalf.
See, I knew it. She's always got our backs. That's why we have to take her out to that dinner place again. Although I really never want to ever have anything called balut ever.
No.
But we were, so I do think, and maybe I've got this wrong, Johnny, 2 points DM. Don't we have like a Dr. Dalinga helping us now?
You have the former assistant professor of languages, Da Lingua, an Owlin person, who is now helping you. She was dropping off the university's paperwork to Dr. Daughtery and was interrupted by you all, who, upon
We
realizing,
interrupted her? No, we interrupted her.
yeah, you did.
What do we do? Are we interrupters? No.
It's never happened before.
No, it's not. I'm definitely not interrupting you right now to say that we don't interrupt people. It's not happening.
Do you want that point of inspiration or not?
I just did the thing. I have to get it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
'cause
you
I
don't
didn't do
have
it.
to get it. You
I'm
can get
making
it
a lot of work. I
if
had
you
notes.
if you don't interrupt me.
I can't promise I'll try not to, though.
No,
That
no,
I
no.
can
I mean, just for a few. I was gonna say minutes, but honestly, like
Okay, I'll,
half
do
a
it.
minute.
I'll set a timer.
Set a timer for half a minute.
Half a minute. Okay, I
And
could do that.
Just know that Da Lingua came to you, to your coach, and sat down with you and informed you that Professor Zero had been imprisoned by Dean Glytherion.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, let's see what a sort of failure the gang gets up to.
Wait,
So-
what did you say? Are you pre-anticipating failure for us?
30
Okay,
seconds. is up.
Aisla, failure is the cue for Ben to switch over to a different view so that it cues things up. Like, that is a
Oh.
key word that I use to get things going on, and I have to work it in somehow.
Gotcha. That
You
was
said
30
it-
seconds.
You said it
literally-
right at 30
exactly
seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah. So I can't be mad at you. And
Well,
also,
you
you
can
get a
be, but it doesn't follow the rules.
Aisla. Mark your point of inspiration before I take it from you.
Yes, I got it. +1. I don't even know what I
So,
use it for, but I'm excited.
I would like for you all to imagine a starry expanse with whirling colors of galaxies, in which sits a purple-skinned hag around the rim of a cauldron, where there is a device similar to a photoraptor that you would see at an optometrist's office that sits upon Da Vinci-style gearing, and she moves it back and forth, trying to get it just right, and zooms it in and clicks the lenses until she sees a sleeping tiefling with antlers resting upon the ground near a tent in the open air. And she zooms in on him, and she sees him stirring in his sleep. And unsatisfied with what she is able to see, she picks another lens up from inside her pockets. And it is purple, and it sparkles just a little bit and leaves a little trail as she affixes it to the front of the photoraptor-like lens. And then she is able to see inside the tiefling's mind. Zarmos,
Yes.
there is an expanse of stone in front of you. The cobbles are damp and covered in moss that feels like it's started to go sour. It feels like there is rot beneath your feet. You can feel everything calling out to you in pain as it is slowly rotting away. There is a stone wall behind you and a hallway leading down to a black expanse. What are you doing?
Well, something's not right, but don't know where I am, so gonna go down into the dark expanse.
You walk down and find steps and continue down them. But the hallway of stone suddenly gives way to fine wood arranged in geometric shapes. And a door. A wooden door painted bright red, leading into what appears to be a child's nursery, from what you can see of the outside.
He's gonna walk around because none of this seems right. If it's a dream, it's a weird dream.
All right. You walk around for what feels like days till you find yourself back at the same door. You're at the point in sleep where tiny infinities encircle upon you and you just wrap back in upon them, as if each moment in itself is lasting an infinite amount of time until it bursts in upon your consciousness and you're able to see the same moment again.
Well, this is starting to get annoying. This is like that movie Pineception. What is this? I will go through the door.
And you go through the door, and you see a young tiefling child in a toddler bed, maybe 3 years old. He has little nubs for horns. His tail is scrawny, and he is holding a teddy bear that has the head missing from it and sobbing.
I remember that bear. I remember all of this.
And a man, a younger man than you would expect, not so much gray in his beard and not so many wrinkles on his face, walks in and walks through you to get to the child. He says, "Hush now, hush, 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 hush. There's no need for that. No, no, no." And he takes the head of the bear and the body of the bear and a sewing kit. And you see him deftly go about his work, reattaching the head to the bear as best he can. And the little boy asks him a question. And I'd like to know what that question is.
Can you fix mommy like you fixed the bear?
And the man looks down at the boy and looks back up at Zermos. And his eye sockets are empty and black, and there is black blood pouring down his face. "Zermos, can you fix me?" And in that instant, Zermos awakes across the field. There's a little fire going, and an automaton sits at it, active and clearly alert and on watch. Zermos, you're awake now.
He's gonna take a look around and see if his abrupt waking up kind of. He wants to see if anybody saw that happen.
Let's take a quick look. Hefton, the half-ton halfling, who is actually a halfling trapped in an automaton, looks at you and goes, "You okay, Zermos?"
Yes. There's fleas. There's fleas down here. I must have rolled into a nest of them. Yes, just giving me a start is all.
Maybe you should have slept in the tent.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But
Johnny wouldn't have minded.
yeah, after the whole divorce thing, I don't know if we should be sharing tents.
I mean, I thought the elders said it was more of an annulment than a divorce.
Well, these things can get complicated quickly, and enough rumors have spread, I believe.
Okay, well, make a note and we'll just pick you up a tent at the next town.
I shouldn't need one, but maybe we'll get one just in case.
Okay, so the fleece thing was a lie?
Well, it wasn't so much a lie. It was,
I'm energetic, not stupid, Zermos.
I didn't say you were stupid, but I also don't have to tell you more than I want, when I
Yeah,
want.
and you can just be honest about that sometimes.
Honesty is very different for different people.
Why does everything got to be so complicated?
I'm sorry, my little friend. It doesn't get better the older you get.
People should be able to just say what they mean without worrying about it. And if people don't like it, oh well.
I agree. That should be the way that things are. But you and I both know that we can agree on that they are not.
I don't know that.
You do.
I don't.
Well, perhaps someday you will.
Whatever, it's your turn for watch. And he gets up and he walks away and sits down. And you see the little lights that make up his eyes go dim.
If I were his size, with his stones, I could, well. And Zermos just kind of finds him a little stump to sit on and watches.
Okay. Gonna do anything else?
After a few minutes, he starts to think about the dream and think about how his training's been going super well. So he's going to look to the left, look to the right, and he's going to take his thumb and first finger and just kind of twist a canine on one side of his mouth.
And when that happens, the tooth that you twist begins to glow blue. And hundreds, if not thousands of miles away, in a flying city, in a casino, viewing above a coliseum installed on top of that casino in an office, is a skeletal man in a sparkling purple tuxedo.
Ooh, for the halftime show.
And he sees a little glowing stone on his desk and he picks it up and he says, "Go for a big boner."
I'm not going to call you that.
Well, you said you were Big Red.
Well, I didn't even choose that name. The little red one gave it to me. But how you doing? I sorry to bother you in the middle of the night, but
It's
I'm on
fine.
watch
I don't sleep. I do not sleep, mon ami.
yeah, manners and all that. Do you now you can just throw this right back at me if it doesn't work for you, but what do you think about like dreams, like the meaning of dreams? Do you think they are important? They can mean anything. Don't eat, too many pine nuts before bed.
I think it depends on the nature of things. A normal dream is just something that your mind does to sort of wrap around concepts. Sort of like you're in your ancestral environment and holy fuck, there are tigers all around. And your brain is like, okay, we got to figure out what the fuck to do with tigers now. And so you do. You figure that out in your sleep and you're like, oh, I fucking run from tigers. That is good thing, yes. But every so often, there are dreams that are affected by the damned.
Well, this particular dream is the reason I'm calling.
Oh,
I think where are my friends?
They should be just getting back from a meeting with the accountants,
Okay.
who are
Ne-
vampires.
Uh,
I do
well,
not know if I told you that or not. Um,
and they're fine.
yes, I can see through Revenant's eyes. They are sitting in the coach. They have an owl person with them.
Da lingua.
I mean, it's a little speciesist of you to assume that it is an owl person you know, but
Oh no,
probably.
they trust me. There's only no. Let me guess. Tons of books, running around in a bunch of circles, kind of annoying.
I wasn't going to say that.
Well, I nailed it, didn't I? Right on the head. Well, where are they going?
Looks like they're just talking.
All right. Well, you know,
Zarmos, are
yeah,
you okay?
I don't know if it's them or if it's one of them or if I feel bad about decisions, but I feel like something bad is going to happen to either my old family or my new family. I I don't know. Something's not right. I've had the dreams that you've spoken of, but this was different. This was directed. This was intentional. You know
Do
what?
you think it
Do
was prophetic?
I need a favor. How soon can you get me up there?
Maybe if I get the right people, maybe a few hours?
Let me wake up the rest of them. Get the ball rolling. And he turns his tooth.
Zarmos, are you sure you're ready to come back?
He turns it off.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, with that, the lens shifts back over to a carriage in a busy business district, a carriage pulled by black-winged pegasi with a headless coachman up at the top. It's a coach, not a carriage, but at some point I'm not going to correct myself on it. And inside sits two gnomes, one in a skeletal mask, the other in a very pompous vest, a human, another human, and an owlet, an owl person. And who'd like to start off that conversation back from where it was? Because I believe the last thing you did was have Revenant ask if she was any good at numbers.
I mean, I think Revenant could answer that question.
Okay, so Da Lingua, who I definitely named intentionally and not on the spot because of a joke y'all made, looks at you all and goes, I'm quite astute at them. I am very, very capable of working with them and making sure things go right. I actually did the accounting for Professor Zero.
So we need someone to kind of like make sure that the things we need done get done, right?
Uh-huh.
And like someone to keep the books above board so that, you know, we don't have any uncomfortable run-ins with the fucking vampires.
The accountants, yes.
Yeah. And right. Yeah, like basically we just need an accountant. So I mean if you're willing to work for us, we can negotiate a salary, right?
What kind of budget are you working with?
Oh, we are very not. You know what? Never mind. I think Revenant's in charge of this conversation.
I think the word that was coming next was loaded. That felt like
Well,
the word that was on your tongue.
No, actually, it's not the right word. We are very particular, and Revenant's in charge. I should not open my mouth. I'm so sorry I did.
Ruin, you're fine. Don't worry. But yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
we can pay you whatever you think would be a fair salary to just run our books. I have
So
plans in the
let me
future.
ask you a question. You're clearly running a business in Brassfane. Do you intend to fully incorporate Brassfane business practices and pay people so little that they can't afford to sue you?
No, we're actually, well,
Yes, absolutely. We want to follow the cultural practices of the country we live in, don't we?
well, I
Then
was
you can fuck
thinking,
off. And she opens the door and starts to get out.
we're in the air. Hold on.
Wait. That's very. It was a joke. It is a part of humor.
Mhm.
What she's trying to say is, we're not from Brassbane, are we? So we don't have to follow the same practices of the beasts who live here.
So, personally, right, I want to eventually hire some of the people from the deep down under to work for us,
Uh-huh.
right? And the way I was thinking of doing that was by paying them a competitive price against what the current employer already pays them,
I
right?
like
Like
that. I like
a
that. I like that.
living wage, if you will.
Yes, a wage
Mhm.
for the living or the undead.
All right. So, and that's what you want from your baseline low-level employees.
It's like entry
Absolutely.
level, you have to be able to support yourself. I'm also
Yeah,
thinking like
that's what you want
benefits.
from the guy with no qualifications who takes out your trash. Yes, that's what you
Absolutely.
want to provide them.
That seems like
Okay,
the only ethical and moral thing to do with money.
so I will tell you right now, by my estimates, it costs approximately 0.9 marks per month to live. The average person is lucky to see 0.5 marks.
this whole this whole place
So we
is
pay people
impoverished.
1.5 marks every quarter of a month, not quarter, half of a month, right? That's 3 marks a month.
Yes, but that being said, that's what you want for your baseline workers, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's for like our skilled employees. Our baseline workers, I think we could give like, I don't know, like 2 marks a month.
That would probably work out well, actually. In that case, I want 20.
20? All right.
We only have 3, don't we, though? How many marks do we have? I thought you said we only had 3, Revenant.
Million.
3
3
million
point.
marks?
You
We
would be
have
well to be informed that my hearing is quite good.
These
I'm
are
However,
not.
not.
after
I'm
all,
not trying to
These
be
are out of.
tricky. I'm not
These
good
are
at
out
that.
of character.
hold on.
responses.
I have the exact amount somewhere written.
Somebody
okay,
has to
you
explain
can
to me what our options.
specify, but you need to say beforehand, out of character.
Here's the
But
thing. I don't know what we have. I don't want to promise someone money we don't actually have. That feels stupid.
We got like 7 digits.
Okay. Then 20 is fine. I don't care.
Let's give her
It's money.
100.
No, give her what she asked for.
Give
I
her
will
twice what she asked
provide
for.
her exact character sheet for you later, but congratulations. You now have a level 3 wizard in your employ for 20 marks a month.
Do, 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 do.
Liver
we hold
wizard with
Darling over
accounting.
her head.
Whoa. Level 3 wizard with accounting skills.
Level 3 wizards with bang up accounting skills.
Okay. I'm like, don't try to bait and switch me. We got an account. We were like gonna get accounting assistant. Suddenly we got a wizard. Like,
Can I hold Darlingua over my head and go ba 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 with a little like light rays shooting out of it?
We can pretend that we have some pixel art of that, but we don't. Somebody who's doing the YouTube videos, it like put some pixel art of that down.
hey,
Wait, that's me. I do the YouTube videos, don't I?
you?
Womp womp.
I don't know who's in charge of what. I thought
Excellent.
Revenant
do
did everything.
like a cocktail napkin sketch of that.
He did like just voted himself a promotion.
And she's like, so I'm going to go ahead and guess what your business venture actually is.
Ooh.
What
do you think?
Where did Ruin just left? Did she go to the bathroom? It's
she
just down
does
the
that.
hallway over there.
I thought we were in a coach. carriage.
You are. She left the carriage.
Wait, did we not leave the ground?
We're in the air, dude.
No, you're not.
That's what you said.
Wait, we never left the
No.
ground?
We're
never
still in the
left the ground.
parking lot.
You were in the fucking parking lot. You never told me you were going anywhere.
I thought she was already in and we were leaving.
You got
Well,
in there under
I
the
thought we
guise of
snatched
it
up this
being a
alpha.
place for private talk. Do you think she would have stayed in if you just started rolling the second she got in?
Maybe. We seem trustworthy. What's the worst that could happen?
No, you don't at all.
Okay, well, we're still on the ground. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she,
And when
Must have
Ruin
left a
gets
piss.
back from going to the bathroom, she goes, "Oh, so I'm going to go ahead and take a guess here. And I want you to know that if I've got this figured out, so many people have this figured out already, and are just waiting for you to confirm it.
shoot your best shot.
You want to kill the goddamn God King.
What? Why do you think that's what's happening? Oh,
That is
off base completely. That's totally off base.
What?
So
How could
crazy.
you think
So-
something?
Professor Zero was doing research into the situation you brought within him, and guessed who helps with that sort of thing?
The golems.
Professor
Probably-
Zero is the golem. I am his assistant.
Uh-huh.
So you.
Yes,
You.
me.
Are you a golem?
Me.
No, my dear. She's an owl.
25 marks a month.
Please
don't think
excuse
golems make that
Ruben.
much.
She's had some concussions over the years. She was recently thrown through a wall, actually. You
I know
know,
by golems, which I'm told I have to pronounce correctly. So I thought this was very
Wait, you had
important to our
golems
evening.
attack you?
Yes.
don't worry about it. We're not going to get
No,
into
no.
it.
I'm very concerned about it because they can only attack people who violate protocols to the point that they are no longer able to not attack them via their Kim.
We are very annoying, and it was a misunderstanding. Don't
We
worry
are
about it.
very annoying.
And to be fair, it was only drywall. It wasn't brick.
I don't know if they
Yeah, we were
actually
just
attacked us
strongly
so much as
warned.
they,
We weren't
like-
really attacked. We were like, given the option to leave.
right.
So
there you
we
go.
left.
We were given the option to leave with aggression.
But she was hurt.
I was.
I'm going to need you to be honest with me if I'm going to be your accountant.
I am
Obviously.
being honest with you.
Why wouldn't we be honest with you? I just told
No,
you.
Ruin got
no
thrown
lies
through a
detected.
wall by a golem because she annoyed the piss out of him. And
Don't
then
you
we
find
were
me annoying?
No.
I mean,
strongly
really?
advised to leave.
DM
Golems
question.
aren't capable of being annoyed.
Are you kidding? Aren't you annoyed by me?
Have you
Well,
tried?
So
Like,
Ruin
seriously.
tried, I believe.
I need you to be honest with me about this, or I
I
am
am being
leaving.
honest. I was stroking his eyeball.
A little bit.
I was
Iceland,
distracting.
you need to stop right here for a second.
What?
Mm,
You're going to have to roll deception. You are
but
not
I'm not
being
deceiving
honest.
anybody.
You
How-
are deceiving. You're going to have to roll deception.
Oh
Don't they
my
have to roll-
god.
Wait,
Don't they have
wait,
to roll insight on this?
so-
Yes, they have to roll insight. It's insight versus deception.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
Hold on,
Can
let me
I-
pull my sheet
But
up because this
Isla,
is crazy. Yes.
I need you to say that you are deceiving Dalingua.
Well, I don't really feel like I am because I
You
was-
are.
Okay.
What's the deception though?
Yeah, you should tell me.
You
So
are
it would-
trying to convince her that you didn't do anything for that golem to attack you.
I
We
didn't.
didn't hit it. We didn't
All I
hit
did
it.
was I was trying to distract it.
We didn't.
That's
We didn't attack him though.
You did not attack them. You did do something for them to attack you.
We
Can
were
I-
just snooping around.
Can I roll something other
So,
than deception?
if you want
can I
to
roll
tell her
intimidation?
that you were snooping around,
Can I roll performance, persuasion, or intimidation?
you can roll deception because you
But
are
I don't-
trying to deceive
But I
her.
don't feel like I was deceptible. I was.
You are trying. I
You
said
got
was-
this.
I
Trust
want
the
to
dice.
persuade them.
You got the
Okay,
dice. Do it.
fine,
The dice are.
I'll
The
try.
dice will be with us.
Do it, but I
Well,
just.
we could just tell the truth.
I did tell the truth.
that is an option. You could just
Wha-
tell the truth. You
Can
are
I
not
just-
telling the truth.
Can I tell the truth?
I rolled
Yes,
15.
Revenant, you can tell the truth.
I rolled.
Okay,
15.
so maybe we don't understand golems very well. We might have perceived annoyance when really it was just the golem being programmed to attack us because we were trying to. Well, Ruin was trying to distract it. I just walked into a different room. Nobody was paying attention to me. So I like genuinely like probably did something to piss it off, but I just walked away. And then like I wasn't in the room, so I really didn't see what happened. But like when I got back, it looked like the golem was mad that like we were like snooping around, right?
Wait, you were snooping around?
We were snooping around.
Okay, that would be enough to set it off.
I don't know
Like
if you've
that, do
noticed,
it.
we don't normally take the company of golems.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Genuinely, we thought it was just pissed off.
He did appear pissed off.
It's kind of hard to like judge a golem's level of
Time out.
sentience.
Time
It's
out. I take that
more
all
like-
back. I take that all back. I wasn't there. I forgot.
It's more likely that it was raising its voice so that you would leave, so that it wouldn't have to kill you. Golems can be instructed to kill people. It is the one thing that causes them pain. It is the one thing that brings them torture, to hurt another sapient being.
Oof. Yeah, well,
I would think they'd
it's
like to talk
fine
out their
now.
problems more.
The problem was resolved. That's all we really have to say about that. But yeah. Anyways, before we got sidetracked of golems, what were we talking about?
Golems? A golem?
Yeah, we were talking about Professor Zero.
Yes, Professor Zero has been imprisoned by Dean Glytharion.
Oh, let's free him then. Let's
Vengreal,
go
you seem
free
to be
Professor
moving
Zero.
your mouth so nobody can hear you.
Excuse me?
Let's go free Professor Zero. Dean Glytharion's evil, I think.
Oh, definitely.
And I think we should stop him, and I'm ready to do it. Yay!
And she looks at you all and she goes, so I definitely haven't been planning this out. And she folds up a map that she has made out in watercolor on some Bristol board and have things labeled with pen and ink.
Nice. So were you wanting to hire us to help get
And if y'all
Professor
look,
Zero?
no, that's part of your business venture now.
No, okay.
I'm not giving you money for that.
Well, we
You said
need
you
So
wanted
Professor
to
we're
do it.
paying
Zero
you like
anyways.
$20 a month, 20 marks a month, right?
25 marks a month.
20 because we're gonna help you rescue Professor
25 marks a month.
Zero. 21.
25.
You know, Darlingua, since we are your new employers, let's see if you can earn back to 25. The Lady Ruin is the
30.
CFO. Is the CFO of this
30
company.
is pretty steep. Before my co-operators of this business dig us into a bigger hole with you,
Every time you give me a lower number, I will give you a higher one.
let's
Time
work
out.
things
I have
out.
a question. I have a question for the DM. Who the hell like if you are trying to get money and be employed, and you've agreed to be employed by somebody, that you're just gonna? We're not contracting her out. She's an employee. She's doing our books. She works for us.
Mm-hmm.
She's very mean to us to be our damn employee. I will fire her ass so fast. She's about
Do
to be
you
out
want
here.
to fire the one competent person willing to work for you?
She's the
Not
only one
really.
we've interviewed. There could be others.
There
Let's
could be
just-
others.
Let's
There
just
are.
call it
Galindo.
25 and a sign-on bonus of 10 marks your first month, right?
Or
For
well,
the misgivings that you might have working for us because of my loudmouth compatriots.
it's a sign of like a lack of respect for what we bring to the table. I don't like it.
And she looks at you and goes, I'd be willing to accept that.
I say we go for the 25, but do remember that this is an employer-employee relationship. We'll mind our lines, but you too, young lady, you too.
Mm-hmm. I will do my job.
Now, let's have a gander at this map.
Okay, so I have just shared on Roll20 Dalingua's map.
Hmm,
Can you see that handout?
I do.
I
Yes.
do.
Cool.
Did you do this? It's beautiful.
It
I
is
love
really
it.
just quick. You notice that there are little bits of coffee stains on the upper left-hand corner.
It feels like maybe there was some. Never mind. It's super cool. I love it.
It's like, is that a coffee stain or is that just part of the conspiracy, man? If I bet if we flip the back of this over, there's a golden treasure to be found.
So, if you'll take a notice, I have just drawn out the college a little bit. They used to give little maps with tours, and then they stopped doing that once Dean Glytharion took over.
I worry about Dean Glytharion ruining everything all the time.
Well, he has literally killed students.
I saw him kill a student, actually.
Yes. Well, he didn't just stop with the one.
Oh God.
Let's see now. He killed one student for sneezing on him. Let's see. They say he killed a student for trying to pull a prank. Forget what it was. Something with feathers. Oh yeah, and he killed a guard.
That sounds par for the course for him.
Do you know him?
Unfortunately, much deeper than most people should. And then he just kind of rubs his forehead.
And your forehead is beneath a chaperon. Not a wimple, because I had joked about it being a wimple before, but it turns out that's a nun thing. And I didn't want it to be a nun hat.
Just poof, it changes into the other thing. I don't know the difference between them.
a
I'll
chaperone.
Google them.
Please do. And beneath the chaperon rests a crown of thorns almost. The thorns themselves are made of a hard blue light that goes beneath the skin and has, if we zoom in on that, interlaced itself into the wrinkles of Vandrel's brain, defending him against dark and demonic forces that are at his mind.
They stay creeping.
Yep. And she looks at you and she goes, okay, what do you need to know looking at this map? It's divided up between the Arcane College and the Mundane College, but there are a number of things. There's the Dean's Estate, there's the Meeting Hall, there's guard houses at each gate on the south end, along each of the main roads leading in. And either road will bring you to the Tomb of the Ancients, which is actually now being used as, a prison.
So you think he's in the Tomb of the Ancients? Do you think anybody else is in there?
I don't know who else would be in there, but I think that's where they'd put him if they wouldn't kill him immediately, which, given that he's a golem, would be quite difficult.
Professor Zero's a golem?
Yeah.
That's
He's
right.
the one
I
that
remember
get
that now.
the tablet.
Yes.
Yeah.
We liked him. He was nice.
He was cool.
I guess it's maybe why you're weird about Collins.
What's his what's that little, guys help me, what's that little tablet thing called, their little contract thing that keeps this where is his Kim kept?
He is one of the few free golems within Brassbane, and as such he keeps his Kim upon his person. I don't know if that's the right word, in a reliquary inside his clay. He likes to keep it where his heart would be if he had one.
Well, that's cute.
Yes, but that's very dangerous for him. If his Kim were somewhere else, perhaps he could survive whatever onslaught is being brought upon him.
He did keep it separate for a while, but after the death of the golems in Mindtop, he refused to consider the option.
But what if you buried it somewhere where no one would find it, right?
Or like a
you'd be
safe
immortal.
deposit box.
I suggested that to him once, and you would almost think I had suggested that he cut off his hand.
Hmm.
He wouldn't explain why.
It could be a very disembodying experience, I imagine. So, and hard to
Yes.
trust wherever it is. All right. Well, out of game. How the hell do you guys want to do this? I imagine we can't just like fucking jump off the flying carriage and just like SEAL Team 6 parachute down straight into the place, wreak havoc, and then like extract the target. Like, I don't think we're gonna have to. How are we gonna get in?
Well, I'm wondering. I bet Mr. Mourier has some ideas and or some, tools we could purchase, or possibly Da Lingua for your monthly salary. Have some skills you bring to this.
What if we hire like a group of people to help us out, like a full-on heist movie?
Like, you want to hire a movie set, or do you want to hire actually people that know how to do this?
Like people who know how to do it, but like
Because actors are great; they can do a lot. But
now don't laugh this off right away. Just actually think about it for a second.
Sure.
What if we had a parade?
I need more. Keep going.
We need a distraction.
How are we gonna set up a parade?
If only we had a group of a lot of people who could do very simple tasks on one instruction.
Oh, like just a bunch of skeletons
with cymbals and trombones just going down the street.
It's
How many skeletons can I make? How many skeletons can I make?
An undead marching band is a perfect distraction if we're trying to
agree. It's a great distraction.
I can make.
As you are having this conversation, Revenant, you feel a message spell go off in your head. And it is Rengal.
He texted you?
Hey, it's Rengal. Monsieur Mortier said you needed a skeletons. I only got about 200 ready. Is that okay?
200.
Seems
damn.
Good.
Yeah, that works. Send them. Well, we'll come pick them up at Montauk. And that's all in my head, so no one hears this. I'm like, well, I figured out how we're gonna supply a parade of skeletons.
And
right?
Dom Lingua looks back and forth and is like, what?
It happens sometimes. He does this.
Basically, you guys remember Rangel, right? Pervert, lovely person though. Let us into his home.
Yeah, I like him.
Well, this was for the established members, darling, where you'll meet him soon enough. Don't worry. Well, he's got.
Who is he?
Well, I'm gonna explain it. He's got 200 skeletons now.
Necromancer, gotcha. And you see, she takes a note.
He is also the second in command of my religious organization, right?
Rengo is the second in your command for you?
Yeah, he
never told me that. We kind of chat.
I asked Spectre if Spectre would mind stepping down. This was after you guys left the lair.
Oh, okay. Because I would say, like, Rev and I are pretty good friends.
This was actually like
this is when and, like, hang.
This is when Rangel like sneaked into like the meeting where like Revenant was like, "We're gonna turn the whole world undead," and like, yeah.
She looks at you and goes, "So, okay. I can rent some uniforms and some instruments and stuff like that. The skeletons, can they do wind instruments, or do we need to like do a whole bunch of xylophones and stuff that can just be hit?
Well,
xylophones feel right.
Yeah, I think mainly percussions, but You know, I think maybe the magic will allow them to play like wind instruments. I'm not sure, but like, yeah, we're gonna need like really loud percussives, right? We're also gonna need to like figure
Okay,
out
you get
vehicles.
another message spell in your head from Ringo. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, turns out it doesn't matter what end you put the brass instruments in. I got another guy playing taps on with his ass. It's hilarious.
Ringo says
Hmm.
it doesn't matter which end you put the wind instrument in, it works just the same.
So
That
it
would be funny.
works.
It works
We should probably
either
stick
way.
to mouths.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like maybe when we will like arrive, they like turn around and will like play a little flute solo just to like really like
Yeah,
bring in
I
the
mean, have you ever
chuckles.
seen that classic movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? Because I feel like you could learn something from that for this in terms of
What's the
performance.
movie?
I think I've got it. So the army of skeletons marches down the road, and they will end at a procession with a skeleton crowd, I imagine, and whoever wants to join us on the quad. And they will all clap and wait for a speech from Lord Glytherian, a welcoming committee for the new dean. And
Mm.
that will lure him out. He will
Mhm.
be heavily distracted by the countless, well, 200 skeletons, and we can go and save him.
So well,
So what
and
route do you want the parade to take?
What is it? Guardhouse? Guardhouse.
I think
He's the arcane dean or the dean of both.
He's the dean of both. He's the dean of the college.
I
I've
think
never been to college.
I
I
think
you
don't
were
know
at
which is
college?
which.
You're Vandrel.
I think we should go through the west gate. That way we go right across his front lawn, right across the dean's estate, right?
Right. I
Okay.
think we should go to the dean's estate, and
Oh,
however
and
we
there's
get
only
there.
one road to go on, so it looks like part of the route.
Yeah, I think we go to the dean's estate, and while we're distracting him at the dean's estate, the tomb of the ancients is right behind us, and we just like pop in there real quick.
And you
Whoever's here to
see
pop it.
your
I
lawyer,
like it.
the little gnome, looks at you and goes, so what are we
Yeah.
going to say the parade is for?
It
To
is to
welcome
welcome.
him.
To increase the moral standing of students, right? To promote thought, critical thinking.
And choreography.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it.
We need
Critical
something that'll
thinking.
actually work in society. Nobody's going to believe us if we say we're doing something for students. Everyone shits on the students. I'm the nicest guy in Blasphemy. I shit on the students.
But isn't well? Perhaps it is a new holiday. It is Bones Day.
I
Yeah,
figured it
it's
out.
so
We are
exciting.
throwing it. We are throwing it in honor of Dean Glytherion. Does he have any events coming up?
He likes to murder students. I think we should throw it
In-
in honor of his very effective dean strategies.
Okay, better
A
idea.
discipline concert.
Exactly. It's like a
How
discipline
about we
concert.
have
I've
it
never
in
heard
the
of that,
honor
but
of
sure.
the launch of Profits for Profits?
Student
No,
success
no.
scholarship.
Stop with the student thing. Stop
Job
with the
fair.
student thing. Profits for Profits. Competing biotech company.
Ooh, I have an idea for that.
What?
Wait, okay, sure.
What is a biotech?
And
Oh,
what's it-
biotech's the greatest new thing, right? It's this organic technology that can be implanted into you, or it can be used externally from yourself. And yeah, it has so many different applications. Oh, I'm so nerded out about this, I can't even speak right, mate. Oh, it's so cool. You know,
It's
Killage
applied
Slab Maker?
necromancy.
You know, Killage Slab Maker, he has a biotech company, and I've been wanting to take it over for a while now.
Well, you know what? Obviously, I'm here to support, but not necessarily provide direction.
Well,
I.
if you guys,
What if? Oh no! Wait! I found a way to merge them together.
Hmm.
we bring in the skeletons to we have an announcement that this new biotech company is giving money to the school, not the students, to the school. So we have this big company that's going to sign a comically large scroll check and give it to them. And we need the dean to stand for portraits of the event.
Ah,
That should buy us at least a few minutes.
That's perfect. All right, 100,000 marks ought to do it. That's as big as donations to the college usually get, and you could build a whole wing for something like that. That'll be perfect.
and if you guys entrust some funds into me, I can actually make this a legitimate thing, like a legitimate biotech company, right? So
I don't think
I
that's a
think
good idea.
Pearls before swine.
I think we should just pretend. But
Yeah,
I can be
let's
persuaded.
let's not actually give them anything.
No, if you go with that lie, you would have to give them something.
No, they
Okay.
will get a comically large check. They will have a lot of skeletons with perhaps the skeletons are reporters, and we just give them all pads of paper, perhaps on a clipboard, and they can take notes and get quotes from the Lord Glytherian. Like
I like it.
a press mob.
Are you abandoning the parade idea?
No,
no.
the best idea ever. A skeleton parade? How do
we'll do
we
half and half.
abandon that?
We do half and half.
No.
100
I think
100 in
we're
the parade.
complicating the plan too much.
Oh, probably. That sounds like
Yeah.
us.
Well, I think we had a really elegant plan with the skeleton parade where we could say we're trying to reach out and open up. We're donating so that they will send us students as employees when they graduate, right?
Okay.
We're setting up,
die.
Or
like,
interns?
yeah, internships, right? We're reaching out
Interns.
for internships, right? And then
You see Darlingua scoffs at internships.
They're for exposure and skills building.
And she's like, yeah, that's what they told me in my third year.
Now, it did work out for you?
applied
I mean, you are
necromancy
working
is
for
a
Professor
little
Zero.
bit.
Seems like it did.
Seems like it
applied
worked out after all.
necromancy is
Right,
a
exactly.
little bit more specialized than just like normal internships. So I feel like we have
Professor-
something here.
Real quick, Professor Zero selected me because I could wipe my own name, write my own name and wipe my own ass.
I was
is
gonna
what
say,
he
did you
told
say
me.
wipe your own name?
Wipe my
Because
own name and write my own ass.
I definitely like people who can write their own asses. Like, that's a good thing.
If you could write your name with your ass, I think that is the most impressive.
That's what the
thing on your
tromboners are
resume.
supposed to do at
Okay,
the end of
so
the
backing up,
parade, right?
backing up. We're going to
With our
have
ass- no.
a parade.
Hmm.
It will go through the West Guardhouse, past the Dean's estate, blocking off the view to the Tomb of the Ancients. You
Correct.
three will head up, sneaking through the parade as
Correct.
onlookers, and dip into the Tomb of the Ancients
Yes.
and rescue Professor Zero.
That's what we'll do.
Yes.
That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Shouldn't we have one
And
representative?
the world zooms out, up, and back through the photoraptor of the omniscope, and the Aeon Hag goes,
I honestly,
You don't stop.
I don't. Never,
Yes.
never stop.
honestly, that is what got you in more trouble than anything else with Dr.
Darlingua?
Deteri.
With who?
Dr.
The
Deteri,
vampire dude.
the vampire accountant.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
you see what I have to deal with? I'm like losing my mind. I feel like everyone's gonna try to kill me.
No.
For associating
Okay,
with these
okay.
guys.
I gotta say it if no one else is gonna say it. Jen, you add to the shenanigans and then want to pretend you don't.
I do,
That's
do
true.
shenanigans, but I do throw everyone under the bus.
No,
because
no.
Yes, you do, but
You
you
know
do
what-
it in such an adorable way that we forgive you.
You know what Jen does? Jen throws it off the backboard, and then me and Aisla have to fucking Dikembe Mutombo, Shaquille O'Neal pull the bitch down off of the thing. And then Jen's like, why would they do that? Oh my god. Why would they do that?
Here's the thing,
Like-
Reverend, you're the most strategic of us. So when we're reacting to your manipulations as you intended, you get to play innocent, but that doesn't mean we believe you're innocent. Like Ruin
Your Honor?
totally believes you're innocent, but Aisla so sees what you're up to.
Your Honor, I would like to object to the meddling done by Dr. Revenant, who keeps tricking us into embarrassing the group. But then, yeah, that's what this has been. Zermos wasn't bad. Ruin doesn't say silly things, but Jen has been masterminding this from behind the scenes the whole time to make us look like fools. This has all been. This is all some
You don't
Ponzi
take any
schemes.
responsibility, do you?
Nope.
Why would we?
Not today.
When we have you
Not
to blame. You've
It's
got
a
a
recurring theme.
skull face. You have to be bad. It's only
There's-
it's how it is.
The two of us say that one of you is making the two of us do stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
I would
well,
like to
let's
point
try
out
let-
that when you were
well,
giving
let
them
this
grief,
keep happening, and we'll have a lot more fun.
No, I would like to point out that just before you gave these two grief over how they were handling the interview with Captain Jessica Brute, you
Can't
made
do
a
nothing.
crack about killing people in front of your lawyer when you were being interviewed about a murder. Like,
It's true.
The Revenant's got a dark sense of humor, and he doesn't understand like how
Yeah.
that's wrong.
yeah. Just throwing that out there. You're part of the group. You're not separate from them. You are part of the group.
You're
And
going
we
down
love
with
you
us.
for it. Well, I shouldn't speak for anyone else, but I love you for it, Revenant. I appreciate you've
They
always
love
been
you
very
for it.
nice to me, even when you set me up. But I feel like you're probably doing it for good reasons, and you have been doing those circus practices with me. Our routine is getting pretty awesome.
Yeah,
So-
I'll got the undead dogs you asked for. Yeah.
I know, right?
So-
Like you're always there for us. I
So
appreciate you.
Aisla has already been rewarded a point of inspiration for giving the recap last time.
I did. It's
That
true.
means there are two people who are eligible to get inspiration if they want to
Oh,
give
these two guys.
a recap.
Okay. I can do it.
Of
Look at
everything
that.
before
Look
the
what I
break?
did. There we go.
Of the last session?
Of what we played last.
I did a thing.
So we kidnapped an owling, Len.
We didn't kidnap anybody. What are you talking about?
Well, we thought we kidnapped her, but we're still in the parking lot of the place where the vampires are, that office. So
Shade
we're-
Tree Business Complex.
yes, the business complex. We're in the carriage, and we are currently going over the fine details of our plans to save Professor Zero from the pause for edit. Where the hell did it go? The name of that place is the
Tomb of the
the-
Ancients.
The Tomb of the Ancients is the facility on the campus, the university's campus, that we believe that Dr. Zero is being held, and we are going to just have a small distraction, draw Dean Glytherion out of the Tomb of Ancients. We are going to slip in and save him, and then probably run away screaming after something's on fire.
Probably. So, roll me a d4.
Is that how many points of inspiration I get?
No, you already got the point of inspiration.
All right. You didn't say it, so I had to trick you to say it.
No, it's not
D-
real if you don't say it.
How do we use
Cuatro.
our inspiration point? Do we just tell you we want to use it?
Okay.
Cuatro. I'm the cuatro.
That is how many days it takes to get this parade ready.
Oh, damn it.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yes.
Oh,
Did-
man.
I'm sorry. Would you have preferred that I have you roll a d3?
Maybe 4 minutes.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Tell you what,
Can I luck roll
Vandrill
it?
can make a skill check. We'll call it a knowledge skill check for helping Dalingua set everything up.
Okay.
And if you get higher than a 15,
Oof.
I'll let you roll. I'll let you flip a coin to subtract either 1 or 2 days. How's that sound?
Can
Okay.
I assist since I work
No.
for a circus and I'm used to events?
I
What's
will
the
make him roll with disadvantage if you try to help.
what's
Oh
the
my
what's the
goodness.
what's it called? What am I rolling? Wisdom?
I said intelligence, I think.
You said a knowledge, so I don't know. Is that intelligence?
Knowledge is intelligence.
Okay, I don't know that. So I only got a +2.
Let's watch you fail at this.
Oh, I got this. Or should I do it on the screen?
Just
Yes.
just roll. I
Done.
trust you.
Yes.
Cold though.
Well, it's not a natural 1.
Uh-huh.
It's the bummer. It's the name
It's
of our
not
show.
it's not a natural 20.
Mhm.
It's a 2.
Okay. So it's
It's
not
a
a
2.
failure, and it's
It's a
not that
2.
bad.
It's a 2 plus intelligence modifier is 2. So fucking 4. Damn
Okay.
it, dice.
Dalingua calmly just like grabs you by the shoulders, sets you in a chair, and gives you a conversation about how it would take her a long time to get you up to date on how Brassvane does things. And while, ordinarily she would be happy to teach you a little bit so that you would have enough knowledge to really bring it in there. With the crunch time being so soon and her caring so much about Professor Zero, she just really needs to focus on getting this done. And she encourages you to spend time with your other members of Profits for Profit to discuss the direction you want the company to go.
And it's funny because I had to roll the physical dice because I had to have that super sweet sound in there. Rolled it on the fucking digital dice. Nat fucking 20. I am the unluckiest person that has ever existed. I don't know why. I'm just gonna convince you guys to roll for stuff from now on because your dice are better.
Right from the get-go, you have an estimate of 4 days from Dalingua. So you know how much downtime you have.
Well, that's good.
What?
Then we need 4. We can execute
What are
this
y'all
perfectly
doing
then.
in these 4 days?
Well, Revenant's gonna first get everyone together and it's like, so if you guys approve some funds to be moved to a separate account, I can make back the money, right, from employing people and creating products that people need, right? And I will pay you guys back. I'm also going to be, well, Monsieur Mortier knows my thoughts, so he's already communicating with Zermos about what my plan is, and he's going to message me when Zermos replies, right? But basically, right, I'm thinking we make prosthetic limbs, like organic prosthetic limbs for like factory workers who have lost limbs,
I have real concerns.
like for maiming accidents.
Real concerns here. This is very concerning.
Are you making these body parts to order?
Yes.
What are you using to
Well,
make
we're
them?
making
Why?
stockpiles of
What's the
them, but like we're
purpose?
also like using the DNA of a like client to like make custom limbs.
What's my like? Do I have any skill checks I can do around my? I have some concern. My intuition is, I do love you, Revenant, but I also feel like I've traveled with you long enough to know you, and I'm just concerned. I'm like, it's
This
it's a little bit of a,
So both of you roll me intelligence checks.
oh God.
Here we
This is
go.
scary.
Actually,
scary
Vandrel, would you
just,
prefer to roll
regular,
wisdom?
straight up intelligence?
Nope.
Like,
I'm not rolling again.
no. I rolled.
I got a 19.
Monsieur
is
Mortier has access to
4.
Revenant's mind and would know exactly what he's planning.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Well,
It's your
Well,
friend
Ruin-
Revenant. He's trustworthy.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying my spidey sense is not on board with that.
It is now.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Lady Ruin, there is this one thing.
Yes.
There is the small fact that Mortier knows exactly what Revenant would be up to, so
Why don't you just
He
fucking
hasn't-
ask me, mate?
But I don't trust Morty
I
more than
can't-
I trust Revenant. Like, I really actually love and trust Revenant. I just also know
It-
him.
it
And
it
I
might just
understand that
be.
some of the things that motivate his choices and
What are
his
some of the
decisions
questions you
are
have?
slightly different than those things that motivate mine. So
Oh.
we're not always in alignment.
Dr.
Mortier-
Revenant.
Uh-huh.
Dr.
Well,
Revenant.
let's go
Dr.
through
Revenant.
something. let's play
Let
some
can we
games.
ask
Yeah.
can we ask a few questions? We have
Yes,
we have
I have.
some we have concerns.
That's fine. Yeah, I have a whole business model planned out, right? So whatever you want to ask, just ask away.
So the organs.
There you go. The organs. Where are they coming from?
You're growing them?
We're synthesizing them through an experimental machine called the extruder, which takes
Oh, I don't like that.
biomass. The biomass then gets transferred into a medium that is either flesh, organ tissue, or bone
Mhm,
matter, right?
mhm.
And it's then carefully constructed into the right shape for the client.
And these are then surgically implanted into the recipient?
Yeah. But we won't be doing the surgeries. We're going
Of
to
course not.
we're going to like be relying on hospitals to do the implants.
So
How
medium of flesh, like is that like a living being, or is that
are you
Well,
growing them out
it's
of people?
no,
what is that?
we're taking meat, right? Like whether that's rotten cow carcasses or dead strays that we find on the street. We're basically
Dead
melting
strays,
them,
like dogs, or like dead
dogs, cats, whatever we find. We're melting them
Oh.
down
whatever we
into
find is what?
melting them down into a usable soup of proteins, right? That are then reconstructed in any number of configurations.
This sounds very sciencey. It's over
I
Rune's
mean,
head. How much of this do we have to commit to in order to do our parade? I just want to know. I feel like this is a longer discussion than I necessarily think we have time for.
I don't know that now. Let's put a pin in it and we'll table the discussion for now. Maybe Master Zermos has some questions. We probably shouldn't move forward without his consent, but
But we could do the parade, is all I'm saying. What do we need to do to the parade? Because that's important.
this does sound creepy. You know that, right? This does sound creepy. That you have just a factory full of arms, legs,
And a
gallbladders,
flesh
all
medium.
matter.
I don't know what a
And-
flesh medium is, but I'm
Well, it's
concerned.
perfectly stable until you reanimate it, and then it's no longer stable until
Ah,
it's hatched.
there's the
Reanimate?
bit.
Like that sounds like maybe it
There's
was a.
the bit.
Wait, see, what is that?
What do you
Reanimate.
mean?
Well, see, you can't just
Reanimate.
create living tissue out of dead tissue. You create dead tissue out of dead tissue, but then
Right,
you can
okay.
reanimate it.
Now, don't you think that would have been a very valuable detail?
Well, I don't see what makes it different than if it was always living.
Now,
Right.
now, Lady Ruin, if you would mind,
No, not at all. It's fine. What am I doing?
are you making a zombie army, and are you asking us to pay for it?
No, I'm not making a zombie army, and I'm not asking you to pay for it. This is just like a cheap alternative to some of the things that I've seen in the brass vein market for
Uh-huh.
prosthetics.
So what's my read on this? Do I think he's telling the truth?
So
16 plus
Revenant, roll persuasion. You two roll insight.
18.
Okay.
That's
I got a
19
25
plus-
on intimidation. I apparently did not roll insight. Hold on. I tried.
Yeah.
19
on,
plus
insight.
what the fuck?
There we go. Did I roll it this time? They rolled
did.
insight 13. I really
Just
like rolling
19.
intimidation better.
So 13,
apparently.
18 versus a 19, yeah?
Yeah.
I will say that with an 18, Zarmos, you still have some misgivings. Not
I will
Vandrel.
tell
Vandrel.
I will tell Vandrel.
Yeah, Vandrel, you still have some misgivings that you feel could be answered by Monsieur Mortier.
Mm,
Ruin,
right.
you done fall for this shit.
It sounds like me. It's like, whoa, I'm sorry, Revenant. I don't know why I was worried. Obviously,
No.
a flesh
You know what?
medium
You know
is
what?
the best.
He
Flesh
shows you
medium.
his in progress work, that is a puppy that was born without legs that now has a little prosthetic and is able to walk.
Oh, this kid, come here, puppy. Come here. Oh, you're so good. Look at you. You're so
Green
good. Come here.
pop.
There we go. Oh, I love it, Revenant. Thank you. She's
And
the best.
the prosthetic almost looks more like a bone armor thing, but it's still kind of
It's
that's
pretty
Revenant's.
neat. What is this material? Can I get some? I think it would go with my cloak.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
custom printed bone.
That's
Nice.
the end of your scene with this
Okay.
because you failed.
Who failed?
You failed.
You missed the check.
I did not. I just got it wrong. Getting
Yeah,
it
well,
wrong
you
is
get-
not
How
failing.
could you possibly fail if you got to play with a puppy?
Exactly.
So
There
That's
you
always
go.
a win.
Vandrel,
Thank you.
what are you doing?
Just slowly nods. We'll have to wait for the young lord, but
Insight Vandril.
No.
what did I do? I didn't lie.
No, I just want to see if I can
No.
tell that you're
No.
withholding
No.
shit from me,
Nope.
like withholding your feelings.
No. We're moving on from the scene. Vandrel, you've been presented with an option to discuss this with Monsieur Mortier. Do you want to take that?
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were doing okay. No, I don't want to do it right now because we got to get mission ready. We're about to get out of here. It's parade time.
So 3 days left. What are you doing now?
Oh, we're in the downtime.
Yes.
We'll talk to him after. We'll talk to him after the mission.
Okay. So 3
I
days
don't wanna
left. What
talk
are you
to him
doing?
right now. Can we design cool costumes for the skeletons?
Darlingwood literally just threw you out of doing that.
Can
What?
we? Oh yeah, that's right. Can we scout out the route to make sure that there's nothing in the way to like fuck
That
up our plan?
sounds wonderful. How are you doing that?
We're gonna dress up like really nerdy teens and walk across the quad with backpacks and whistle Dixie.
But throwing this out there, Vandrel looks like the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
Correct.
So I'm picturing a Steve Buscemi style "How do you do, fellow kids" sort of thing.
What's up, fellow kids?
Yes. Yeah.
He's got a backwards chaperone.
Okay. You make this trip. Roll me insight for this trip. Unless you want to. Do you want to roll disguise first?
You ain't gonna remember me. No one knows me.
Okay.
I got a 21 on my D20. Wow. Oh, 12. Okay.
Okay. You are able to determine that, in fact, the guardhouse is at a gate, as you were told. And there is road. And it seems like a pretty straight shot.
Nothing, no like weird ditches or sewer grates.
No weird ditches. There are sewer grates.
Are there a lot of trees in the area?
Not really. There's the occasional small maple.
Okay.
Mostly decorative.
I report this back to my friends so that I can say, well, there's the gate, and then there's a da 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 da. There's some sewer grates. No,
There's a couple guards outside the tomb of the ancients.
I'm thinking I did see some quite sizable sewer grates. That might be our easiest way of egress once all of this goes down.
Should I send some of my skeletons down there to scout out the sewers to make sure this?
Oh, that reminds me, Jen. Roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
And I'm not going to tell you what it's for unless it succeeds.
It's 18.
You hear an ET style scream coming up the stairs. And
He survived.
And a skeleton covered in rubbish and filth and just general nastiness runs up the stairs, and then just still screaming runs right beside you and then stops.
Hello, mate.
It rattles its bones.
But like, so one day has already passed, right?
Yep.
You are on
Sorry.
the second day.
So Revenant the night before would have made
No,
skeletons.
No.
No.
that is super involved and would take a long time. You already have 200.
What greedy on the
Alright, well,
skeleton front?
He's gonna write the same note on a piece of paper like 8 times. And it's gonna be like, Nile Snags, meet me in the sewers near the casino.
So,
Revenant.
question: how are you going to get that to Nile Snacks?
He's gonna send all 8 of those skeletons to just wander the sewers.
Roll me a d20.
17. Well, I'm literally counting down.
Okay. The skeleton you sent out to find Nile Snags dies somewhere in the source.
I sent out 8 of them.
He said 8.
Yes.
All 8?
Yes.
Different areas?
Same area.
Same area. Revenant knows which area?
Yes.
I'm gonna make a mental note of that, but I'm not gonna do anything about
Please
it.
do, because I have not drawn up sewer maps.
Alright.
Okay.
But and then like Revenant's gonna send a scouting party to just check the general area of the university's sewers to make sure there's no dangers.
Definitely roll a d20 for that. And this is day 3 now.
13.
They actually all report back. It's pretty clear, but there is no access to the Tomb of the Ancients from the source that they found.
Where, if you could, I know you didn't draw it on the Dalingua's map, but where on that map would the sewers be?
It follows the streets, and every 50 feet there's a sewer grate.
So how long from like that little creek river thing to like that first shack on the north side of the road there?
That's like 300 feet.
Okay, so we got 6. Okay, so probably in between the Dean's Estate and that guardhouse that we're going to go in through, there's probably 20,
You have
25.
escape options when it comes down to it.
Okay. And reinforcement options.
Yep. Oh, yeah, you could have
Mm.
some of your skeletons hiding out in there.
Oh my God, should we dress like skeletons?
Yes, we should.
Yes.
All right.
Revenant, can you
Okay.
make us look more like skeletons?
Congratulations. You have made more plans. It is now day 4. You are ready
Yeah,
for the
we're ready.
parade to go down.
I feel ready.
And we are in our skeleton costumes.
Revenant does like tribal deep down under skeleton face paints, and they look really sick.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
We're
it.
about
I
to
like
make a
it.
metal band. We're so about to make a metal band.
We are. Too much
I
metal
was
for one
picturing
hand.
more
That's what I
like
told
Black
you. It
Parade
was
stuff, but yeah.
foreshadowing.
All right. So who's leading the parade?
I mean, Balingua?
No, Candelario, because he's the representative that's going to be speaking on the behalf of Prophets for Profit.
Who is going to be marching in front and doing the little twirly stuff?
Me.
Fumbles.
Oh, Fumbles is way better.
Okay. Fumbles does this. Fumbles is up front. I have a character sheet you don't need to know about for Fumbles.
Fumbles used to be a drum major. He didn't know. He never told us.
So Fumbles doesn't do this with a regular baton. He does this with a claymore, just swinging it and dancing with it as he walks, picking it up, twirling it, catching it with his fingers by the tip, and just flipping it end over end as he walks. All
Lady
while in
Ruin,
tune.
Lady Ruin, remind me never to mess with fumbles.
No, he's very legit.
That is a very heavy sword he is swinging with no effort at all.
Wait, so Ruben, we're gonna be doing our routine now, right? The one that we've been
Oh yeah,
practicing.
right. Like you do remember we've been
Bring in the
practicing this,
undead
right?
dogs.
From like the beginning of the show a year ago, we've been practicing.
All right. So we're going to assume it's amazing.
No, it's more than amazing.
I wanna
It's
hear about it.
awesome,
Okay, if it's more than
amazing.
amazing, it draws too much
and-
attention to you and you get caught.
No. Okay, fine.
It's very
wanna know-
remarkable that the undead dogs really steal the show because they're so unsightly.
Just skin hanging off of certain parts.
Yeah.
Yes. But the important thing is
Tastefully.
Can I be a
it's
super?
skin- It's
Can I be a
tastefully hanging off.
Can I be a super fan and get like a description of what this fucking undead dog show looks like?
So
From
one
either
eye
one
is
of
like
them?
hanging out of some of the sockets of a dog, and the other eye is like clouded over.
But they're
Right.
still very cute somehow. Like you can't like it's both grotesque,
Their jaws
macabre, and
are all like
adorable.
hanging, right? None of
Ugh.
them close right. Like they don't.
Ugh.
But then
open
they
and
get on
close,
their
they
little
just
back
hang.
paws and they're like juggling.
And as they jump, it looks like they're like opening and closing their mouth. The jaw is just like
Oh, like the hyenas in Lion King.
Yeah.
And then Ruin juggles all of them. She juggles them.
Yeah.
While Revenant stands on her shoulders and then flips off and does big finish, and the dogs all land in a pile in Revenant's hands and look like they're snuggling. It's super cute.
all right. And
I
let's
love our
see
two brains working on that.
how distracted. First of all, give me performance rolls, both of you.
You got this.
Plus, I'm using my inspiration.
I mean,
Nice.
you can.
I mean,
you don't have to just use the inspiration. You can see if you like the roll and tell me if you're using inspiration.
Somehow, why is it roll religion?
Religion. Yo,
I'm
dancing
trying-
is,
I'm just gonna
dancing
roll
is for
everything
religion.
until something happens the way it's supposed to. I don't
Dancing-
understand why it's doing it.
Jonathan, can I say Revenant washed his lucky socks?
Revenant washed his lucky socks.
All right,
In
I'm
4
burning my
days, you better.
inspiration.
Could I get some
Okay.
lucky socks in the chat, by the way?
Performance 22. I finally rolled it.
Ooh,
18
nice.
You know why? Because she's
22,
a
cool.
performer. Get that? See how that works?
She's a pro-former.
Okay.
Performer.
I like it.
Juggling.
So
Some
I
people
just
juggle
rolled
keys.
a little will thing. Your parade is so amazing. The guards at the Tomb of the Ancients leave to watch the parade.
Right? Why wouldn't
How
they?
could they
Because it's
not?
gonna be- So
And
who's
if y'all would
sneaking
turn
in,
your
Vandal?
attention to roll 20,
Roll 20, the rolling of the 20.
you are
Dot com.
now at the entrance
it.
of the tomb.
I'm scared. Vandra runs away.
Can
It's
I
too much.
have like some skeletons? Some minions?
No,
Okay.
they complicate things too much, Jen.
They're keeping
And
up with the
also,
facade.
if you start relying on the skeletons, I'm going to have it so that adventurers come to stop you on the basic assumption that you're evil.
Fair enough.
These friendly undead things just got up and started helping us. That's weird.
They're doing a little parade. They are the most innocent skeletons ever.
They really
If I could
are, and they're
turn-
adorable.
If I could turn
Just
your
because
attention
something
to the
looks
map
a
on roll
certain way
20.
doesn't mean it's bad. That's the thing.
Ooh, Jonathan, what song are they marching? What's their main song as they go down the strip? What song are they doing?
Oh, could it
The
be
Black
House of the
Parade?
Rising Sun?
The Black Parade. And they're playing it all in like xylophones and like fucking tubas. That would be
Pretty
excellent.
good. Pretty
Oh,
good.
like
There's
no
got-
shit. You got like a dragon skeleton that you're using as a xylophone for this shit. It's
Oh, and
animated
they
too,
could
so
all-
it's playing itself.
Did
Oh,
Lingua
that's
get that for us? Because we have to. We do have to say thank you for that. If she got us that.
Rengal got you that.
Got okay. Well, we can
We'll
thank
throw
Brendel
it-
too.
we'll
I was
throw
gonna say like that's above and beyond for Lingua.
We'll throw them a tip.
So if they're all distracted, can Vandal? Are you gonna sneak in and save Mr. Glytharian? I mean, not that Mr. Glytharian. The
If you
Professor
would turn
Zero.
your attention to the map, as I have asked,
Yes, dear.
Own it. Own it. Oh, the
Here I am.
map.
Looking at the map.
I
It's
like
my
this map.
22 performance.
This is very pretty, by the way.
Yes, shout out to David Hemingway because I don't make shit like this for my
Thank you,
game.
David.
Thanks, David Hemingway. You're an all right. You're a swell guy.
Any
you.
relation? He was just saying no relation.
Hold on. Let's do this. Yeah, can
Oh,
you guys
I will
vamp for-
describe this.
Yeah, go ahead and describe it. I just say I need 30
I will
seconds.
describe this for you. The guards have left the outside entrances. You take a quick look. There are a couple of torches outside. You can see torches further going down into the tunnels that have stairs on them. They are made out of natural stone as opposed to many of the other structures that are made out of concrete. This area is very well maintained, though. There's no moss growing. This is something that is clearly scrubbed and washed regularly to keep it free of anything like that. There's a faint smell of bleach almost from the last cleaning it went through. And the
Vandra
door
just-
is open.
Vandra just kind of sniffs. Freshly bleached. Not the best job I've ever seen, but it'll do.
It's great. I like it.
Perhaps I should stealth ahead. See if
I
there's
think you are the
any
stealthiest.
danger,
Yes.
any dangers afoot.
Huh, yeah.
Um,
I'll keep a watch out. Revenant, can you provide some backup maybe for Vandra?
Sure. But I'm not really stealthy, so I might trail behind him.
no,
that's what I
I'm
meant.
saying.
Like, watch.
I
You watch
would-
his back, and I'm gonna watch the entrance here for a minute and make sure we're okay.
You
With no
have
guards creeping back in.
DM. What's the light situation going down these stairs?
It is not well lighted, but it is lighted so enough so that you can see. There's a clear effort towards setting the ambiance of this place. You can tell it's sort of more of a touristy destination in this regards.
Okay. Vandrel is going to use all of his stealtherson stealth skills to slowly and methodically creep down this dark stairway because he knows he's got Dr. Revenant at the top of the stairs with his dark vision.
And it's chainmail.
That's a net 20. So
and we'll let that carry for the entire trip.
That's a
I like it.
27.
So
God,
what we
he's
say you
stealthy.
can do, you're stealthing down, you're waving them on, and you're able to do it in such a way that no one notices you. When you get right to this right here, you see, stop right there, back up one space. When you get right to the little guard shack right there, you can see that there is in fact a person waiting, just sort of sitting down. You can also see that the guards are clearly university students who do this as a part-time thing, because this person is currently working on a paper at the same time as he is doing his guard duty.
Okay. So I kind of do like the
Mhm.
halt hand signal for
Yep.
Revenant. And then I kind of do like a spin around and a thumbs back behind us.
Okay.
And then like kind of like a wisp away kind of motion. And I'll wait to see what Dr. Revenant does.
Dr. Revenant backs up the stairs because he was trailing like 10 feet behind Vandril. So he backs up.
Okay. So I'm going, or Vandril is going to, can I roll? Can I investigate this young? I see that it's a student doing the paper, but they're not alert. They're very busy. Do I have to roll anything for that?
No, you don't have to roll anything for that. That's a given.
Okay.
If you pass right in front of them, they'll probably see you. But
Yeah.
you could go
Oh,
little unarmed action on him.
I don't want to hit him. It's a kid.
Okay, I will go ahead and tell you, since this has not been clear. Revenant's weapon is cursed and cannot deal non-lethal damage.
Mm-hmm.
You can deal non-lethal damage and knock this kid out.
Hmm.
Wait, which of my weapons is cursed?
All of them. Use
All of
cursed.
them?
Even your hands is cursed.
The one that's made out of the leg bone of a
Can I-
death god.
Can I
Okay.
can I try to convince him? I want to talk to him, and I'll just talk to him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step boop, boop, right in front of him.
Instantly, he throws his desk up and falls backwards onto his ass,
Young man,
trying to pull
you are supposed
his
to
sword.
be you are supposed to be on duty. What are you doing here?
The
Enough with your stupid
the
stuttery.
guard leader said I could work on my homework.
Yes, the guard leader. What is his name? What is his name?
Kent.
Okay, now listen here. After I'm done with you, Kent will be next on my list. You know your sword should be at the ready. I could have been an assassin. I want you.
What?
Now listen. I'm not going to report this to Lord Glytherion. It is Bones Day, from what I take it, and there is a parade up top. I will watch here. I need you to go up there right now before I change my mind. I've been going through a lot of anger management lately, and
So
I
real
have to
quick,
stop lashing out at children. So I'm going to let you go up and enjoy yourself. But you remember this day when you were supposed to be at your duties and you were scribbling about in this page.
so I would make you roll deception, but we have determined that Vandrel has a natural ability for people to assume that he just works at any place he is in. So I'm
He's
not
got that
making you roll for that.
He's got Butler vibes.
This kid is leaving.
Seems fair.
Is there going to be anybody at the door in his way when he gets up there?
That
Well,
was the
did
wavy
Revenant
motion.
hear this?
I did the wavy motion. I did back up and then disappear.
Red,
And
Red,
Revenant totally
get
understood
behind
that.
the door. Red,
Hmm? Yeah, yeah.
get behind
What?
me.
Wait,
Get
oh,
behind
wait.
me.
Here?
Get
that?
behind me. Yeah,
No,
behind
like
All right.
the door.
And this kid
Like this?
runs off.
I know.
Congratulations. You know, for people who started off being accused of being murder hobos from like session 1, like you deal with a lot of
Why you gotta talk
non-violence
about
here.
hobos like that? You know, like you should say
Well, it's-
murder capitalists or murder stockbrokers.
You know what it is? There's no way that a kid would not, for any reason, drop their fucking homework to go to a fucking parade. They's out of here. That was the easiest
Right?
rule
Exactly. Way
ever.
more interesting.
You
He does
hear
not
up
want
at the
to finish
top,
that paper.
oh god, they all got bones on.
Oh yeah. Isn't that a song? Is that a song, Mikey? I mean, Zermos. I mean, Vandrel.
What's in this? Can I look around this little area that I'm in?
Yeah, we gotta follow
What's-
him now.
What's?
We're down here.
Oh yeah, I run up the stairs like, hey, come on. And
we
then
saw him
all-
run out. So can I help search? I want to do a investigate thing.
Yeah, can we investigate this little area? See if there's anything like, I don't know, ring of keys, something cool. Fuck. Put this dice away.
I persuaded it ended medicine. I really love how this whole thing is going right now.
Roll
All
20
right.
is awesome. All right, so
Where are you guys headed from there?
all right, you guys stay here. Let me go up to the next juncture.
You sure?
Oh shit!
You
I go up three.
need
I
help?
go up 15 feet, and I'm at a T intersection. Guys, left or right?
All right, at the T intersection, you can see that there's nothing. It's a little bit dark, but to your right, you can see a big open expanse with something of a reflecting pool with a central coffin inside of it that looks very ceremonious with 2 pillars of flame on either side.
Would he recognize that, having served Dean Glytherion for like 7 million years?
Is that his house?
No,
Is that his
no,
bed?
no, because this is the college's thing, not the dean's thing. This is
Is
the
that
tomb
what-
of the ancients.
This is a tomb.
Oh, this is like a fucking alumni hall.
This is
Yeah,
like
sounds like it.
where the
not cool
best
with
and
this.
brightest go to be laid to rest.
Oh, I don't know about ghosts, guys. I don't know, fucking Scooby Doo.
Do we have anything like that's gonna help us find Professor Zero, like a homing device, or did we just come in here without
You have
that?
eyes.
Oh shit, we didn't get anything from fucking Dalingua about where like this place because
Mhm.
she told us where it was, but
Yeah, I
she didn't
know. I
tell.
thought
Did she
maybe
tell
she
us
had like
anything?
more information
She
than
told you
just.
she couldn't get in.
That's right.
Oh fuck.
Damn it.
All right, guys. Oh, let me fucking
Um,
remember the voice. All right.
did you ask that kid? Did that kid leave something? Can we go see if he left a? You said he took off. Did he leave like a notebook? Maybe there's something in there that tells us who he's watching out for.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What was this paper on?
Yeah,
His
is there like a you are
paper
here kind of
was.
map?
If you're gonna ask me the question, will you please let me answer it? Okay, thank you. He was doing a paper on druidic algebra.
Oh, this is that. Oh, God damn it! I keep going to Zermos now.
It sounds
It's
sticky.
addicting. It's addicting. Um, it looks like he's into that Common Core arithmetic.
Hmm.
This is what they're teaching the kids these days. So you make
Right,
heads or tails of it?
so
Mhm.
okay,
Remnant's good at that. He's a tutor.
The Common Core druidic arithmetic.
Well, he does. Do you teach people math for fun? Just saying.
What say you? Left or right?
what I know.
On the right, it's a big cabin with like a weird sarcophagus in the middle of some flames, and the left is just some stairs.
You know what? Let's go to the right. Like, it sounds like it has more interesting things going on in it, right?
All right.
Um,
Are you doing that?
any complaints, Lady Ruin?
I'll follow. I'll follow your back. I'll follow the rear. It's gonna.
Okay,
I'll
so
watch
wait.
back.
All right, so from where Vandal is, right at the T intersection, he's gonna do like the with the other two, he's gonna do like the Mo Larry Curly, like heads around the corner thing.
I like it.
to
Okay.
kinda- and
Mhm.
and since
I'll do
the
that.
gnome has super dark vision, can the gnome see anything? Are we seeing some stuffs? Like just no,
It's a
yeah,
room.
like we're all
It's
just
a
stacked
room.
on top of each other.
There are not any people in it.
Do we have any sense
Are
of
they-
it being like uncomfortable? Are we
Is it
feeling
hot?
any sort of like weird, creepy feelings?
What's the temperature? Is it hot?
It's cool.
Is it unnaturally cool or just like underground cool?
Spooky
It is like
cool.
root cellar cool.
Just
Oh, that's half spooky, half regular.
I know. I'm just saying, like Jonathan's being way too chill. I don't understand
Yeah,
what's
he's
happening
very
here.
relaxed right now, and
I know.
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
this.
it. It's very nervous making.
All right.
I think we should
are
just
there,
roll. I think we should bite the bullet and go inside. See what happens.
are there any shadows being cast from the braziers of the fires?
Yes. There are
Vandra-
pillars around the braziers, and there are shadows because of those pillars.
Okay, Vandril is going to shadow step into the shadow behind each pillar and just kind of poke out from each shadow.
When you get to the northmost pillar, you can see 3 rooms on the north side, and one of them has a clay man inside of it who is slumped down and looks as sad as can possibly be.
We should go help him.
All right, I'm gonna shadow step back over to my companions.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm gonna shadow step back over to him. All right, I found him. That now at the north side of this room, there are 3 smaller rooms. He's in the center one. How do you want to do this? Oh wait, I can shadow step them, can I?
You can shadow step one person with you.
Can I take 2 trips?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shadow step us. If you guys like, I can shadow step you to the room. Are you ready to
Yeah,
go?
it'd be great.
Well, we could just walk to the room, right? And then you could
Yeah,
shadow
but maybe
step
there's
into
like
the room, and then
there
shadow
might be
step them out of
traps
the
or like
room.
pressure things that like.
Do you want to check for
darts?
traps?
I could do that.
Check for traps.
Who's good
How
at
do we
trap
do-
checking?
I should.
What is that?
That's
What skill is that?
investigation, right?
Yep.
All right,
No, I'm not great at that. I'm
16.
not the best of investigators.
16. You don't see any traps.
Oh, that don't mean shit.
Here, can I roll?
Traps
Yeah.
everywhere. Flame spells coming down. Chain lightning.
13 plus 5, 18.
You don't see any traps.
I think
DC
we're
45 death trap. It's a bear trap.
You get the feeling that this is supposed to be more of a tourist destination. This is supposed to be where you come and view the ancestors of the college.
Here's the thing. If you want to walk Revenants, it's fine. I feel safer shadow stepping because I don't feel like anything has been as we've hoped, anticipated, or desired in this whole scenario.
Agreed. Come along. And milady.
Thank you.
Woof, woof. And then like both of our heads are poking out of the shadow of the pillar.
The shadow.
Okay.
And then we both go, ah! Because fucking Revenant's just standing right there because Revenant walked across the room like a normal person.
And
Professor Zero, it's been a
Professor
while. Are you okay?
and you see him, and he raises his head so slowly, and you see it jittering up as he goes, like he is struggling against the drying of his clay.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. This looks terrible.
And
Are
he
you all right?
puts his hand against the grate, and you know that as a golem, he could just push his way through it, but the clay around his fingers is crumbling.
Oh,
Water,
no.
water. Does someone have water?
I do have my water skin. Will that help?
Friends, run.
No, we're here for you.
We
What do
Run.
you
brought water.
No,
What
no,
do
we're
you
not running
mean?
without you.
You're
taking
coming
you
out
with
with us. This is a
He's
rescue.
Okay.
Who?
Vandrel,
And
let's
you
not
hear
ask
a voice,
questions. Shadow step this guy
I
out of here.
believe he would be talking about me. And the flames go brighter and destroy all shadows in the area. And behind you, in the central pillar, just a little bit above there, you see Dean Glytharion revealed in a wreath of flame.
I don't like it.
And he goes, so, Vandrel, you were the one that took the crown, weren't you?
I don't answer that question. He doesn't have any right to ask you questions anymore.
Not anymore. He doesn't have the right to make me do a lot of things.
Exactly.
No, I don't. But there's one very simple thing I can do.
Can I
That
throw my
crown
camera
you're
at him?
wearing, did you know that originally it was meant for a creature about the size of a pixie?
Failed to see the Reveler.
No, I don't like this. I'm
You're
gonna
going to fail
attack
to see
him
a
with
lot
my
of
hammer.
things. And
I'm gonna
before
attack
you
him with
do
my
it,
hammer before he does anything else. I don't trust him.
roll initiative then.
I'm just, thank you.
And hope you can get it before him, because it's about to go down.
I see that.
Just
I got
ruined
12.
because she's the one who initiated this.
Oh,
I got 12.
me too. Samesies.
Cool. Well, you can go first if you want
Revenant, do you want to go ahead and roll it?
to. You're the one that he's
I
trying
did.
to
It was a
manipulate and
15
exploit.
plus.
I don't like
It
it.
was a 15 plus 3.
Oh, I
He
lied.
rolled
I
a
forgot about my
19
bonus. I got
on the
16.
dot.
Oh, fuck.
And he reaches out to Xerxes and opens his hand.
Vandrel.
Vandrel, and says, "Dispel magic."
No.
And
Shit.
Oh,
this
shit.
circlet around your head that he just informed you was originally meant for a small-sized creature crushes down, crushing through the bones of your head, crushing into your brain.
I knew where this was going to go, and I didn't like it, and now
How
it went
much
there.
health do you have, Vandrel?
It's not good.
I assume I've had a full night's rest, obviously. I have 51 hit points.
Vandrel? Are there any final words you have for your friends?
Oh my god, no! This is not okay!
Vandrel, through with blood obviously pouring from the top of his head into his eyes, into his face, cascading down his cheeks, and a gurgled groan. He whines out, "Protect the boy."
And I think that's where we're going to end.
We're gonna end with this. No!